while everyone trembled in fear, scrambling around like headless flies and looking for cover to save their lives. I casually wiped the sweat from my forehead and looked through the shattered floor-to-ceiling windows toward the rolling smoke in the north. A low-level beast tide? I rolled my wrist, my bones cracking sharply, and the corner of my mouth curled into an excited grin I couldn't hold back. Deep in my dark eyes, a terrifying blood-red glint flashed. Perfect. I'll use you guys to test just how hard my fists are now. Under countless shocked and terrified stares, I put my hands in my pockets and walked alone against the fleeing crowd, heading straight for the war-torn North Gate. By the time I arrived at Jiangcheng's northern defensive wall, the sky had already been dyed a blinding crimson by flames and demon beast blood. Under the 50-meter-tall alloy wall, countless low-level demon beasts surged like a black tide, crazily climbing up along the wall. Piercing roars, the thunder of heavy machine guns, and the light from Awakeners unleashing Star Spirit skills all mixed together like hell on earth. Hold the line! Third squad, fill that gap! The defense commander roared until his voice cracked, but against the endless fearless beast tide, humanity's defensive line was still on the verge of collapse. Right at that critical moment, a purple-black afterimage flashed onto the wall like lightning. It was Ling, the campus queen. I stopped and looked up. Ling Shui was floating in midair, and behind her, a massive Frieza phantom was releasing a pressure that made hearts tremble. She looked down from above at the beast tide below, dark as storm clouds pressing on the city. There was no pity in her eyes, only the arrogance of someone looking at a bunch of insignificant ants. A bunch of animals daring to dirty my eyes. Ling Shui snorted coldly, raised her finger like a queen, and tapped the air again and again. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh! Several blinding crimson beams shot out. Death beams swept forward like a high-powered laser cutter. Wherever the beams passed, dozens of low-level demon beasts trying to climb the wall were instantly vaporized by the terrifying heat. They didn't even have time to scream before turning into ash across the sky. So strong. Is this the killing power of an SSSS-class Mythic Star Spirit? That's insane! Ling, the campus queen, is basically our savior. The soldiers and low-level awakeners on the wall erupted into fanatical cheers. Under the shadow of death, they saw Ling Shui as a true god. Around Ling Shui stood several young men in flashy combat suits. They were followers of the Ling family. During today's ceremony, they had also awakened A-class star spirits from the Ginyu Force series. Right now, they were slaughtering low-level demon beasts with everything they had, and even made sure the drones kept hyping them up on camera. Senior, after today's battle, your title as Jiangcheng's guardian god is locked in for good. A burly lackey named Zhao Qiang, who had awakened the strength-type star spirit Rikum, smashed a beast's head with one punch while grinning flatteringly. A smug, cold smile curled on Ling Shui's lips. This was exactly the effect she wanted. She wanted not only power above all living beings, but absolute fame and worship from the world. I stood below the wall at the reserve passage, watching it all coldly. That fake act made me feel physically sick. Just as I was about to take the lift up onto the wall, a figure in the corner suddenly caught my eye. It was a fat guy. He wore a cheap, ill-fitting combat suit covered in dirt, pushing both hands forward as a weak yellow energy blast formed in his palms. He was panting hard as he fired it at a one-horned black wolf climbing onto the wall. Fatty Wang! My eyes narrowed. He had grown up with me in the orphanage, and he was my only real brother in this world. At today's awakening ceremony, he awakened an S-class star spirit, the Earthling Krillin. Even though his damage wasn't high and his energy blast could only barely knock the black wolf back, he still fought with everything he had, guarding a gap in the defense without taking even half a step back. Just then, Zhao Qiang on the wall caught sight of Fatty Wang from the corner of his eye. Senior, look who that is. Zhao Qiang's eyes shifted. He leaned close to Ling Shui and lowered his voice with a nasty grin. That's Su Yu's loser brother. An F-class piece of trash, and he still dares to be an eyesore here. How disgusting. Ling Shu followed Zhao Qiang's gaze and glanced at Fatty Wang, undisguised disgust flashing through her eyes. Seeing that fat guy made her think of me, and of the divine dignity I had offended back at the Awakening Plaza.